Married men have read it. What do you do to get your wife in the mood? Shower right before bed, spray a tiny bit of cologne on your neck, and brush your teeth really good. You can be an ugly fuck, but being clean and smelling good will do 80 of the work. I throw a lasso around the moon and bring it as close as I can to the earth. Then I massage her neck and head just the right way. This is after I've come home with daisies. Get her some of her favorite wine, cook some of her favorite food, and later give her a nice massage. I usually flirt with her and try to make her laugh throughout the day as well. All my man needs to do is look at me with that look in his eyes. Kiss my neck. Spray some of my favorite cologne on. Any of the above. I don't ever deny him, really. There's nothing I can do. Anything I try will lead her thinking I'm being pushy and turn her off. All I can do is wait until she gets in the mood by herself. I heard a commercial for an engagement on the radio yesterday, followed by an ad for a men's pubic hair trimmer. My GF confirmed that all women want in the long run is an engagement bringing some manscaping. She was joking, I think. A lot of fortunate guys in this thread. My answer would be more akin to have everything go perfectly well for 24 to 48 hours straight. Then there's a 50-50 chance. If anything, no matter the fault goes wrong, be it in the first hour or the 40th hour, start the clock at 0 all over again. If she seems cranky at all, the first thing I do is tell her to calm down. If I can't figure out why she wasn't in the mood to begin with, I'll ask her if she's on the rag, cause that might be it. Also, just standing in front of the fridge blankly staring inside and scratching myself works well too. Follow me for more successful marital advice. I don't know. Sometimes she lets me listen while she stirs mac and cheese so I can remember what sex sounds like. Not married, but when we cuddle, my girlfriend likes if I rest my head on her chest. I've noticed that if I move my head around, she inevitably gets in the mood. She really likes having her nipples stimulated when we're fooling around, and just my head in her chest and me nuzzling or things seems to be enough to get her going. I don't abuse this knowledge though. I wear my tighty whities around the house and slather a lot of Dove soap on my belly and slide around the house like a worm until she starts yelling at me to leave her house because it's apparently illegal to intrude on someone else's property and she apparently isn't my wife. Sex shouldn't be a commodity. If you have to buy your wife stuff or clean the house to have sex, means that your relationship is dead. A massage also has several spots on her body, such as behind her right ear, the area between the thumb and index finger on the back of her hand that she gets turned on by. If all else fails, a hard pop on her ass usually gets her in the mood. Not in that kind of mood, but doing dishes and cleaning the house before she comes home from work. Be the nicest person in the world. Not get mad at her or treat her as I care for her. Ever since I realized I was not being a good husband, I started putting a lot of effort towards helping her out, or if I have free time instead of sitting on the couch, help her get the chores done early. Ever since I started doing that, she's been ready to fuck wet, when I ask her for it. As a wife, what works for me 90 of the time is to be talked to, asked questions of, and made to feel as though I am interesting and have something to say. That feeling of emotional connection is what brings it on. That extra tin is really good cologne. The dishes, clean the floors, the laundry. Anything she felt she had to do for the day. Even if it's just helping her do those things. Take the weight of her shoulders. Then give her a back rub. Meth, I bring her meth. LOL, just kidding, that's what is called a bad joke for all those who are unfamiliar. I'm not funny. And I don't even have a girlfriend. Even my cat hates me. My wife is kind of easy, I just go up behind her, caress her breasts and kiss her on the neck. If she trembles and starts pressing back on my groin, job done. Fuck. Nothing, I guess. I've tried basically everything. Just accepting that I'm ugly as fuck now and trying not to want to die. Subtle nice comments and compliments along with extra responsibilities. That first in turn makes her happy and feel good. Then I'll make my moves since she's feeling this way. I double up on household chores: cleaning, vacuuming, dishes, laundry, etc. Nothing puts her more in the mood than making her not think about it and having it done so we can relax afterwards. Sensual touch on the back, sometimes massaging back, neck. Kisses on necks, behind her. Sometimes sliding my hands on thighs. Ask her if she has energy. She almost always agree. We then go to bed and wait until the children fall asleep so we can go to another room to have some fun, except either me or my wife fall asleep because we are so tired from work and children. Lamau, I would hope the woman I marry would want sex because she's attracted to me and because she wants pleasure. Make her laugh and start with some innuendo. Then a light butt grab or something like that and date a look. May take an hour but worth it. Chill out and ask her if I can help with something. I used to just get pissed off and catch an attitude right back. I do have my bad days, where I'll play right into it. I use my bedside lamp to cast a shadow of my manhood onto the ceiling and yell quick to the Batcave. Before kids, a little nibble and a year after finishing chores. Now? Sorry, no idea. I'm a browse on others' answers though. I don't believe there is anything I can do. Once a month she might spontaneously be in the mood for a romp no longer than 5 minutes, or she might skip that month. I look at her. Seriously, the woman is an insatiable lover. She is ready to go with the slightest hint of me wanting to make love to her. This morning we are pulling into NYC Harbor and her one request was to have me and her as the ship sailed into port. I obliged her for the last hour or so. Married life is pretty great with a high libido wife. Most of the time I'm busy as hell or playing something. Because of that, just listening to her telling me how her day was is enough to get her in the mood. I've tried all these things but, meanwhile my wife says I need to be more romantic, which I have so no luck for me. I haven't had any type of sex in 6 months. Ask her what's your favorite position? It's cool with me, it's not my favorite but I'll do it for her. Then ask her what's her favorite dish? I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. We send sex kinky position gifts to each other. Massages lead to sex, every time. But we are a reasonably active couple from what it sounds. Married couples average sex less than once a week. We do it about average 3 times a week. Nothing really. That's because we have a toddler, so it doesn't matter what I do. My wife is either in the mood or it isn't, depending on how much time and effort has our kid required. I have a pair of red Brazilian shorts that does the trick. But most of the time she is ready to go at the end of the day. We went through a patch where I couldn't score at all. Nothing. Constant rejection. I just kinda started getting naked and hard under the sheets. She'd walk in, the sheets would move, she'd see something she liked, and I'm getting head a good 90 of the time I do that, and it turns into more a good 80. I mastered the IRL unsolicited, eggplant, kick,